Brazil's prosecutor general has asked the Supreme Court to investigate President Dilma Rousseff. She's accused of trying to obstruct investigations into a corruption case involving state-run oil company Petrobras. Rousseff is already facing an impeachment trial on unrelated charges of breaking the country's budget laws. A probe has also been opened against ex-President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva for interfering in corruption investigations. He's accused of trying to buy the silence of a key witness. Well, let's cross live now to Rio de Janeiro, where we can speak to Manuela Parrino, who's been following this story. Manuela, just remind us about what Dilma Rousseff has been accused of with regards to Petrobras.
Yes, there are two different charges here. The first one is based on the testimony of Senator Delcidio Amaral, who has been arrested for corruption charges in the Petrobras scandal and who decided to collaborate with the investigation in exchange for a lighter sentence. So he said that Dilma Rousseff and ex-President Lula da Silva participated in a scheme to stop former Petrobras executive Nestor Cervero from collaborating with the investigations. The federal prosecutor's office would not confirm the charge, but the Supreme Court did confirm that the Attorney General had asked for Lula and several of Rousseff ministers to be formally investigated, including the Chief of Staff, the Minister in charge of Legislative Affairs, and Rousseff spokesman. Amaral also said that Lula and Rousseff knew about the scheme. The second accusation is related to the wiretap of Dilma and Lula's conversation right before Lula's nomination as Chief of Staff. Dilma Rousseff also has been accused for obstructing justice because she appointed Lula as Chief of Staff to avoid his arrest. And this latest round of requests of authorization by the Prosecutor General includes not only Dilma Rousseff and Lula da Silva, but also 29 other senior politicians, officials, and businessmen, including Eduardo Cunha, president of the lower chamber. And in a recent television interview, Vice President Michel Temer, which could very likely be nominated president next week after the Senate vote, he was asked if it would avoid inviting anyone under investigation to be a minister in any government he will be asked to lead, and he said that he was unsure. Vice President Temer has also been mentioned in a plea bargain testimony as part of the Petrobras bribery scheme. But on Monday, the general prosecutor said they did not see a reason to open an investigation of Vice President Temer.
Now, there's been a further probe, hasn't there, opened against Inácio Lula da Silva. Can you just tell us a bit more about that?
Yes, he has been involved in the same testimony that Senator Delcidio Amaral. He accused also Lula da Silva to be the main player in the Petrobras bribery scheme, and so this is the first time that he's been accused of being the head of the scheme in the bribery scandal, which is a very different accusation from the one that he received early in the year when he was accused of receiving exchanges of favor for political vote.
Okay, Manuela Parrino in Rio de Janeiro, thank you.